Hello everyone, today I'd like to talk about the band Polyphia. Now, this was a group that YouTube introduced me as a random playlist, from a random playlist about a couple years ago. And it was a song called Playing God. Now, I've never heard of this band at all. I don't know why YouTube started playing it even in the middle of a track list that wasn't related or didn't sound anything like Playing God, but it did. And when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, it's nice instrumental. And it wasn't until really the second half of the song that got me doing a double take. And this part is the one I'm talking about. Okay, so that part all the way through the end of the song was like total earworm. It just got me really interested. Now, after hearing the whole song, I remember having to repeat it a few times, maybe 5, 6 times. And while I was doing that, I was doing research on this group. Now, before I go on talking about Polyphia, Playing God immediately after hearing the ending of the song reminded me of really a genre of music mixed with another genre of music, and two artists just immediately pop up. The first one and the main one being this one, Otmar Liebert. This is his album Nouveau Flamenco, and he was like one of the faces of that genre of flamenco jazz or Latin jazz, you can call it, during the smooth jazz era. So I say 90s through maybe the early 2000s. There were a lot of artists that I liked during that era as well that played similar type of music, similar styles. To me, it's that type of music mixed in with a little of this. This is Antonio Carlos. As you know him, he's a girl from Ipanema, and the bossa nova style of music. So, Playing God, listening it to many times, brought me up to the realization that, hey, this might be the next generation of flamenco style, Latin style jazz mixed with some elements of bossa nova, or elements of you know guitar music. So Spanish guitar, things like that we're familiar with. And kind of researching what they did and playing their music videos, the other ones they've got, there's nothing like Playing God. So their music is, from what I understand, they're from the 2010s, Polyphia, and they started out as more like a punk, hard rockish type thing, but still instrumental. But lately, the past few years, they're more into what is known as the instrumental progressive rock genre of music. And I know these guys, especially the frontman, Tim Henson, they're all like studs in the guitar, playing the guitar. They're like considered top of what they do. I think Tim Henson himself has like a signature guitar in his name, maybe two, from what I understand. I mean, if you have your own signature guitar from a major guitar, you know, you're good, right? That type of thing. So their music is more like the one they had a little more recent one. It's called Ego Death, and it had Steve Vai on it. And majority of their later music kind of falls into that. It's more like really hard rock, electric guitar, just like instrumental, but kind of just a lot of riffs, solos. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just that. Whereas Playing God seems to be the only song in that style that they've done, and it's more of the smooth flamenco style bossa nova mix together. And man, when I found that out and couldn't find anything like Playing God, I was like, oh, jeez. I wish Polyphia do more songs like Playing God. I don't know if they're hard to make or whatnot, but I think if you look at their YouTube videos, their music videos, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and again, I have not looked at all of their songs that they put out, but it seems like Playing God is probably the most viewed YouTube video. And by far, I think it's doubled up on some other ones that come close, second or third place. It's to me, I think it's the most viewed based off what I've seen, and to me, I think there's a reason for that because Playing God, I even liked. I mean, I never heard of the group. I got into it, had to know about them. Now, if YouTube introduced me to Polyphia with Ego instead, I probably would just move on, right? I would never even look at Polyphia. I think what I'm getting at is the Playing God style of music that they did. I think it's more accessible or more easier to the ears to the majority of the people, rather than Ego. That is, I think it's really tailored more to a specific genre. Now, I could totally be wrong. I mean, you can also say that the flamenco style jazz it's tailored toward a specific genre itself, but I just think it's a lot easier to listen to. It's more satisfying, actually. I mean, it's got that, again, it's got that bossa nova, flamenco style jazz vibe to it, and played to perfection. That being Playing God. And I wish Polyphia, if you're listening or your fans, maybe push them if you agree with me that do a few more songs like Playing God. I think it doesn't have to be exactly the same style, maybe different chords here and there. Maybe it doesn't have that bossa nova type-ish sound. Maybe a little more, I don't know, old flamenco style, like Paco de Lucia, that type of thing. But that in that realm, rather than the all electric, hard type of playing. So, I was kind of hoping Polyphia had more Playing God, or at least 50% of their catalog at that, and I would have been really, really interested in this group. And I think that genre itself would have been, at least it might, I don't know. I was thinking it might become more popular today. I was hoping it would be, but they only did one song, and apparently it's not. So, but anyway, that's my take on Polyphia when I first heard Playing God. I love that song. Really love it. I just wish they did more of it because it seems like that's their only song they did in that style. And tell me what you think. I mean, if you're a Polyphia fan, you think that's like an off bad version of a song that they should just stick with their other style, or I don't know. Tell me what you think. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye.